Hello students, welcome to the online math class 8. In the last class, we learnt about the commutative property of different number collections. Now today, we are going to cover day 4 of unit 1. Now we will start with today's topic. Now we have learnt about closure property and the commutative property for different collections of numbers. Today we are going to learn about a new property for these collection of numbers. Let us start. So this property is called associative property. So here is an example. We will understand this property by using this example. So Rohit goes to a supermarket to buy ice cream for rupees 12, bread for rupees 10 and milk for rupees 15. So he has bought these three items for this amount. Now he adds them in the following order to find the total cost. He first adds the cost of the milk and the bread, that is 15 plus 10 is equal to rupees 25. Then to this he adds the cost of ice cream, which is rupees 12. So rupees 12 plus rupees 25 is equal to rupees 37. So this is the total cost. Now after buying these things, he went to his home. Now Rohit's mother adds the price of the items to find the total cost in the following way. She added the price of the ice cream and the bread first, that is rupees 12 plus rupees 10 is equal to rupees 22. Then to this she added the price of milk, which is rupees 15. So the total cost comes out to be rupees 37. Now is there any difference in the total cost? Who is right and why? The total cost calculated by Rohit was also 37, as we can see, and total cost calculated by his mother is also rupees 37. So there is no difference in the total cost. Both of them are correct, right? So when three or more numbers are to be added, they can be grouped in any order. This is known as the associative property. Let us see if it is true for different collections of numbers. So I will give you 1 minute. You have to draw this table in your notebook. Okay, I'm counting from 1 to 5. First, open your notebook. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now I am giving you 1 minute. Draw this table in your notebook. Your time starts now. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So in this, what we are going to do is, we are going to check the associative property for natural numbers. Okay, how will we do that? We will calculate the result of the first expression and the second expression and see if the result is same for both cases. We will do it for each operation. So now you have 2 more minutes to fill the result of each operation in this table. And your time starts now. Last 10 seconds. Stop writing in 3, 2, 1 and 0. Now pay attention. So if we see the first part, 2 plus 3 plus 5, if we add 3 plus 5 we get 8 and 8 plus 2 is 10. Then if we add 2 plus 3 first, we get 5 plus 5, it is 10. So the answer is same in both the cases. Then for subtraction, we subtract 2 minus 3, we get negative 1, minus 4, we get negative 5. In the second part, we get 2 minus 3 minus 4, so we subtract 3 minus 4 first, which is negative 1, and then 2 minus negative 1 is 2 plus 1, which means 3. So the answer is not same, minus 5 and 3, which are not equal. In this way, we will find the answer for multiplication and division also and see if the result is same. So as we can see, the value is not same for each operation. For addition, we got the result as same. For subtraction, it is not equal. For multiplication, we also got the result as same, 24, 24. And for division, we did not get the same result. So the values are same for addition and multiplication, but for subtraction and division, the values are not equal. So from this example, we can say that natural numbers are associative for addition and multiplication, but not for subtraction and division. Now that we have seen the associative property for natural numbers, let us look at the property for other collection of numbers. So first, draw this table in your notebooks. You will be using this to check if associative property is true for other sets of numbers. So I will give you 1 minute more to draw this table in your notebooks. And your time starts now. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay, let's start with the whole numbers. So you can take these numbers and these expressions to check the associative property for whole numbers. You have 3 minutes to do this. You have to first find the result of these expressions and then see if they are equal or not. You have 3 minutes to do this now, okay? And your time starts now. Two minutes remaining. One minute remaining. Last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Let us check. So for whole numbers, what did we see? That for addition and multiplication, we get the same answer in both cases. So the result is equal for addition and multiplication, but for subtraction and division, it is not equal. So the values are same for addition and multiplication, but not for subtraction and division. So what can we say about the associative property for whole numbers? Whole numbers are associative under addition and multiplication, but not under subtraction and division. Let us move to the next collection of numbers, which is integers. Again, I will give you 3 minutes. Find the answer to both these expressions for each operation and see if the result is equal or not. You will have 3 minutes to do this. and your time starts now. Last 1 minute. Last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Let us check the answer. So again, for integers we see that the answer is equal in addition. 4 is equal to 4. So if I do this addition in this order or in this order, the answer is same, that is 4. For subtraction, the answer is not equal. In one case it is -9 and in other cases it is -1. For multiplication, the answer is equal, and for division it is not equal. So the values are same for addition and multiplication, but not for subtraction and division. So what can we say about associative property for integers? Integers are associative under addition and multiplication, but not under subtraction and division. So this was the associative property for natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers. We have discussed the associative property for 3 collections of numbers. Now which collection is remaining? Rational numbers, right? So you will be doing this independently now in your notebooks. I am again counting from 1 to 5. Open your notebooks. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so now you have to check the associative property for rational numbers. We have discussed this part. that associative property for natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers. You will be checking the associative property for rational numbers now. Now you can use these expressions, these examples to check this property. So what you need to do is you will first find the answer for this expression. So we will first add these numbers, then add this to 1 by 2. Then first we will add 1 by 2 and negative 3 and add the result to 5. And we will see if the result is equal or not. Similarly, we will do it for the other three operations. Okay. You have 5 minutes to do this. And your time starts now. Three more minutes. Last 1 minute remaining. Stop writing now. Let us check the answer. So for addition, we got the same answer. 5 by 2 is equal to 5 by 2. For subtraction, the answer was not equal. Negative 15 by 2 and 1 by 2 not equal. Then for multiplication, it is negative 6 and negative 6 which are equal. Then for division, negative 1 by 24 and negative 4 by 6 which is not equal. So rational numbers are also associative under addition and multiplication, but not under subtraction and division. So this is the final table. Now that we have seen the associative property for different number collections, let us practice a few problems using it. Okay, you will solve these questions in your notebook. So the first question is, if A, B, C are three rational numbers where A is equal to 2 by 3, B is equal to 4 by 5 and C is equal to negative 5 by 6, then you have to verify if A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. And then the second part is you have to verify A multiplied by product of B and C is equal to product of A and B multiplied by C. Okay, now you have 3 minutes to do this. Your time starts now. Two minutes remaining. Last 1 minute. Last 10 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let us check the answer. So for the first part, if we add the left hand side and the right hand side, we can see that we get the answer 19 by 30 in both cases. If we add B and C first and then add the sum to A, we get 19 by 30. If we add A and B first and then add the sum to C, we get 19 by 30. Similarly, in the part B, we can see that we get the same answer, that is negative 40 by 90 in both cases. So this is the associative property of multiplication, and this was the associative property of addition. So now we can conclude that the associative property is true for addition and multiplication of all four collections of numbers and does not hold true for subtraction and division. Bye. Happy learning.